the set, getting ready to go live radio. I know. I was letting you blabber on because right on the set.
Oop. Uh-oh.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
And bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. How's everybody to today's show, boys and girls? Today is January 16th, 2018 here in Shroud Avatar. And good news, QA server we hear is now up and ready for you guys to now ready to explore what's upcoming.
And not only that, if you just noticed the message that just came across, 3 a.m. tonight, there's going to be some maintenance scheduled for the login access.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, it just came across.
Oh, was that a Steam message?
No, that's the red message. Bear came on, changed the daily message, and now it's there.
Here it is. Boom, right in front of me. Login access maintenance scheduled. Yes.
And don't forget that's also a link to that message
associated with that.
Yep.
And they will announce when the period has passed.
Yeah, so that is a
Boy.
And the website might be down as well during that time. And if you're in game, you'll still be able to play. Woohoo! Just don't change scenes. You don't want to try
it. Don't lose your connection.
Yeah. I'll probably be in bed by that time. That's 4 o'clock my time.
I will definitely be asleep.
Good time of the day to do maintenance, boys and girls. Good time of the day.
Chinese are going to be pissed off with the Russians.
So, of course, we're back here on Tuesday. There was no show yesterday, but we do have a lot of stuff to catch up on. Of course, there was Friday's release notes. There was the Christmas party. We have all 6 hours of it on tape for you to enjoy. And we got a little clip we want to play for you here in a couple minutes. So you want to get that clip out of the way straight up. And
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The clip you posted earlier, that's 4 hours and 21 minutes into it?
Correct, that one. It starts there. It's a little clip with Russ and Lord British at him to give a shout out to everybody and say hello. And I just figured it was a nice little clip we could show everybody.
Yeah, we can do that real quick.
You were around with a camera getting us live shots, so...
Hey, I was doing other things.
So what did you do while you were at the party?
Nothing.
Might I ask? Nothing? You just wallflower like always, just watching everybody else have a good time?
Talk to a few people. And the problem is that I was there at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you have to think. Party wasn't supposed to start till 5.
Right.
Then didn't leave until midnight. Or about midnight.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah, I was ready to go at like 7.
Party pooper.
Well,
I
that...
tell you.
So I am supposed to take some medication at 11. I did not bring it with me. And so it's like, you know what? I really wanted to take my medication. Because I'd rather not have like ill effects.
You'd rather not die.
Yeah, I'd rather not die. So you ready to play some Crazed Scavenger?
Oh, let me get him right up over here. Come on now.
So I'm staring at the Crazed Scavenger, so just waiting on you.
Just waiting on old Laz. Technical difficulties, Laz.
Well,
Yeah, let's go ahead.
That and today you're sounding awfully hollow today.
You're cutting out a lot too.
Hollow?
Yes, hollow.
And cutting out.
Maybe because I'm not eating the mic.
No, that's just way too loud.
Well.
So
Sound fine here.
You ready for this?
Yes, ready, count it in.
3, 2, 1, play.
Here it goes.
Dash. This beer's to you, Laz. Alrighty.
Thank you, brother.
In your honor.
I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. This one's for you. Happy New Year, Craze.
Thanks, man. I've got my little koozie going on.
Very cool, very cool. Did Richard walk out yet?
Right there.
Oh, I was gonna say Happy New Year to you, and of course we got a bunch of folks watching. I figured you may want to just say hello to everybody out here.
Hello, everybody. Very excited to have you all with us here on our holiday event, and a great time was had by all. And I look forward to seeing you in game or in person, whatever happens next.
Indeed. Have a great trip.
Thank you. Off to Germany to help plan a worldwide launch.
We heard.
Good luck with everything. Appreciate it.
Worldwide launched. And that's the man himself, folks. Lord British.
Yep. That was Lord British on his way to Germany. And
Trying to take over the world.
Yeah, I think at that time I was actually outside with Crazed Scavenger's daughter, hanging out, just talking with her. And then we saw Richard and Letitia leaving. And then who else was with us downstairs? I can't remember who else was with us. Yeah. But Jenna Pixels was there.
You're hanging with the outdoors crowd.
Yeah, partially.
So who was holding the door? Because you know that door locks.
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. That door locks, and you have to have you have to find the key master beforehand. Now,
key master.
I will.
Key.
Yeah, if you have to ask Starr for his door key, I suggest you find someone else.
Oh, I tell you what.
Yeah, so I did ask Starr for his key at one point in time, and it took him like 5 minutes of rifling through his backpack, and he still hadn't found it. So after a minute of him searching, I said, I'll just ask someone else, and then
moved right along.
Moved right along. The best one was List, who just handed me his wallet and said, just bring it back.
Go.
Yeah, so here you go. See you in a few minutes.
Yeah, we got a great shot of Starr at one point. I don't know if I messaged you to say, hey, turn the radio down.
You did, but my phone was in my back pocket, and I wasn't really paying attention to it.
Well, again, I went ahead and finally just messaged Starr direct because he kept coming out and turning it up.
Yeah.
And every time somebody would walk up and want to talk into the turn it down, so they would turn it down so they could hear, And so I texted Starr because he came out and he turned it up really loud at one point. And I was like, dude, you're on stream. And he comes out and he looks like real quizzically into the camera, and it's the look on his face is just priceless when he looks into the camera.
It's going to be even better when YouTube decides to mute the video. Your video has been muted.
Apparently it was good enough that we had ambient noise that didn't happen that I could see. So.
Well, considering I'm getting like notices from like 2 years ago of videos being muted, it's like, geez, y'all are crazy.
Geez.
Yeah. Copyright. Is that what?
Oh, they just want to say, hey, we own this, and you're not allowed to rebroadcast it.
Assholes.
You can't use it.
Assholes.
But meanwhile, moving right along.
You gotta fix your mic there.
Fix my mic.
Well, the hollow sound is frustrating to somebody, but I think that's going to require a lot of tweaking. Sounds like
I don't understand
over the week.
when you think hollow.
And I get cut it out.
It sounds more like you're in the bathroom.
Well, it doesn't sound bad here. I don't know what you're
You're
experiencing.
telling me more likely than not that the wrong cameras picked up. Maybe the cameras picked up.
It's possible, but when you move the mic closer to your face, it did get substantially louder. Either that or you started talking louder.
Yeah, that's the right microphone. Anyway,
I don't hear no hollowness. Hollowness. I don't hear.
Moving right along. We got the countdown.
Yes, we do.
Big countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7.
69 days, 22 S and a handful of seconds till release candidate launch day.
Yep. 69 days.
69 days. Ooh, that music's I can actually hear that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about either. That's
Shit.
Laz was playing with buttons again. No one knows what's
well.
going
The
on.
idea was I was playing so it could be heard, and it's actually well beyond what I was expecting for audio from game music.
No, I was. Were you playing around with what's that voice meter program that allows you to mess with the audio effects?
Voice meter? Yeah. Aside from that might be it right there.
Yeah, because it just sounds like you're in a bathroom.
I don't hear that, Jack.
You don't hear that?
No, just cutting out. That's all I hear.
Oh, the cutting out is
Discord. Because Discord's connection lately has been shitty as hell.
Jack just cut out now. Maybe it's me.
well, that's because Jack wasn't talking.
Oh, there you go. Good.
Anyway.
Mid-sentence pause, right? Is that
Yeah.
what you said? Okay.
That was intentional. That's right. Let's get to Friday's update and the making of the Sunless Baron.
How many days we got now? 69 still?
Yeah, 69. It hasn't changed since we announced that 2 minutes ago.
No, it has not. But we do have Avatar's update number 262. That's 262 straight weeks of Portalarium doing Friday updates.
Portalarium.
That's right. And that includes the making of the Sunless Barons, which is a tier 3 scene, I believe. And if you notice and Maynard says it sounds like you're inside of a can.
Sounds like kind of a can, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So bathroom sound effects. So you do have the lowlands with all of the sulfur pools, and since sulfur is nice and yellow, and leads to some very clear blue water. I mean, you end up with that. And don't forget, those things are actually going to damage you if you get inside those sulfur pools. Not because of the hot water, but due to the high acidity. I don't know. Then you also have the Plunderer settlement, which is falling apart due to the acidic air. And the Hellfire Fingers, which is the lava flow. And the reason for the the Sunless Baron being sunless is lava going into water, causing an inordinate amount of steam and obscuring the sun and all the geysers.
So wouldn't that just cause more rain?
Not really.
All that steam being released into the air?
It would be very misty.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but the other question is, I mean, it's like when you start getting into the cultist lair, which is accessible through all of the bridges, the kobold architecture, where they are harnessing the geothermal power. It's like, yeah, those buildings are all falling apart. I guess the kobolds decided it was inhabitable, and they moved down. And that's being designed by Seawolf.
Seawolf.
Yes.
Sulfur, all that yellow stuff, sulfur.
Yes. Then, yeah, the sulfur is the yellow stuff, which means that you're going to be able to collect a ton of sulfurish ash.
Brimstone.
Yeah, brimstone. Yeah. Yes, because brimstone is sulfur. Yep. So expect to be able to mine lots of that. Then you have the energy vortex, List Rostov, who is working out in the South Drockfold Spur, and he hates the name of that scene because he has problems pronouncing it.
Really, this?
Yeah, he has problems with the South Drockfold Spur in pronouncing South Drockfold Spur. I don't know why you would have problems pronouncing South Drockfold Spur, but he does.
Drockfold Spur.
South Drockfold Spur.
South Drockfold Spur.
I know, it's like you say it a few times and it just rolls right off the tongue or something like that.
Rolls right off the... Yeah, I was just going to say that.
South Drockfold Spur. And that is a Tier 2 scene and is one of the very last Tier 2 scenes to be rebuilt. It's an arid, hilly area once populated by a powerful equestrian people. Now lost to the ravages of the cataclysm. And for some reason, in-game, it's like my character just went up and down, and I don't know why. And so there was lots of horse carvings, and it should remind people of certain things from Game of Thrones.
Did Led Zepp leave his corn cob on your seat by accident?
No.
Got worms in your ass.
Yeah, that's not my stuff. But so I like the little building on top of the rock formation.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense to be there.
Lookout tower.
Yeah, it's something. But I like the horsies. This is where Scroda goes to pick up Horsey.
Horsies.
Yes. So and since it is kind of a mix of a grassland, a weird forest in the middle of this arid landscape, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Then you also have Sorcerer Steve's making of you. More pictures from that. And then
I can't wait to check you out. You looks like it's going to be really intriguing. But
and did you notice that he put in there the actual tool he used for the procedural generation of the Ivy?
I'm seeing the pictures, if that's what you're talking about.
So he posted the link to it off of the Unity Asset Store. Ooh, so you can see how he actually was able to do that. Yes. And so you've got the frame of where the ivy's going to be growing, and then, hey, imagine that, remove the frame, and boom, you've got the ivy growing.
Looks like you just took an old tire and put it in the ground and let the
And then he took away the tire.
Took away the tire.
That's exactly what he did. I would have gone with some sort of biodegradable substance. That way, as it grew through it, then you end up having it disappear. Now, what's really cool is, so on Facebook, there's the group called Atlas Obscura, and they occasionally post some links to some really cool things, and this is completely unplanned, like most of the show. Let me go find the link for it.
Like, come on, I mean, we ain't got no plans. There ain't no script here.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Hold on. So, speaking of, I'm bringing up the link to it right now. But this, I wish Sorcerer Steve knew about beforehand. So I just, yeah.
You guys did that.
Because
that was cool. Making of this, and they grow bridges instead of making bridges.
Yes, they grow bridges with tree roots. And so this is a real thing where there are bridges inside of India where it is just something where it's like they have taken the roots of these trees and planned them out to where it's like they have become bridges. And
well, I read the story. If you see it in that first picture where in the inset, that the tree has an upper root that grows above ground and and grows long and large, and over generations they learned how to use it and train it like a vine. And
absolutely, yeah.
How long does it grow like that?
10, 20 years, something like that, or longer.
Damn shit.
But you also have to remember.
I actually did read this article. I could see that.
But
really cool.
I think it's friggin' phenomenal, and so this actually leads some credence to some of like the elven nature sculpting mythology stuff. So I think that's always phenomenal that they're that these things, druids
can actually be done, and it's actually something that's
Takes 20 years to do it though.
Right. Yeah, well,
or longer.
Elves supposedly live
centuries.
That's right.
20 years is like yesterday.
That's true.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, but moving right along, released 48 telethon items are still being built, including the icicle cloak.
Seeing a lot of questions and people getting curious about when we getting this reward, when we getting that reward, when's this one coming out, and they seem to be repeat questions. So please, folks,
it takes them time to actually build each of those things, because you have to think of the amount of man hours. Like, some of them are just reskins of other things are much more involved. Like the icicle cloak is a little bit more involved than just redoing things, because he has to change all the textures. He has to change all of it. Yeah. Whereas the ice elemental statue is pretty much just a reskinning, just changing the texture on the ice elemental statue. So that one shouldn't have taken as long. But yep, release 49 telethon. They did achieve 45,000, which means that
45,000
Gix gets to be put to work as he juggles snowballs.
Which is just the reason, one of the many round juggling balls we have.
I just thought of the adult version of snowballing.
Juggle balls.
No.
Juggle balls. No snow.
Never mind. Moving right along.
Yeah, Led Zepp didn't get it, so we'll have to tell him after the show. Then you also have the frost pipe, not the ice pipe, but the frost pipe, because
the ice pipe.
They don't want you to do the ice challenge.
Smoking my ice.
Yeah, they would prefer you. Yeah. And then the snow.
I want to know who it was who actually pointed this out to them, or whose thought that was.
But
in a fantasy video game would have really looked at it that way. Well, I'm sure some people would have, but who pointed it out to Portalaria? Yeah.
Pointed out what?
It wasn't me. That's all I got to say.
Originally, the 25,000 stretch goal item was named the ice pipe, but somebody pointed out to them that an ice
I mean, they could have made it look like
paraphernalia pipe, so they changed it to the frost pipe.
It would be even funnier if the ice pipe actually looked like a crack pipe in game, or an ice pipe. Yeah. Then your snowman dragon made out of sticks and such will also be eventually made.
We will have snow dragons on the lot next year, folks. I can guarantee you that. Lots of snow dragons.
Lots
of sticks. What the hell?
Yeah. Hey, Led Zepp, you should look at your messages inside of a Discord for what I was talking about earlier. But then the new community class gauntlet cloak we talked about last week. And then Marquee Dragon did have an interview with Bob, which is actually kind of funny.
Yeah, funny Bob.
Yes. Well, especially when he starts talking about the cult of Bob. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch the video yet.
Yeah, it starts off with cult of Bob.
Started it actually sitting in a tab.
Yeah, it's sitting in a tab. And then the log homes were revealed last Friday. And then you've got the Bright Locker crowdfunding stuff and free trial stuff. And there is an announcement about the free trial. I can't remember where I saw this exactly, but you are free trial participants are no longer going to be, or coming soon. Maybe this is in the release 50 notes. No longer going to be tied to the path of courage. They get to choose which path they want based off the world of choices.
Very interesting. I haven't seen that anywhere yet.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere. Maybe it was in the release 50 notes. I can't remember where I saw it, or heard it. But
anyway,
yep.
Once we have more notes, we will we will elaborate, I guess, once we know one way or the other how that's going. Now, of course, again, I'm going to be looking forward to checking out what's going on. Right before the show, we got notice that it was up, and mine downloaded, and I'm ready to. Well, probably by the time I finish producing,
you're going to be patching again.
Be another patch, yeah.
Yes, sir. Will be another patch.
Now, don't forget, folks, that the QA is now open to everybody. And if you got the time and the bandwidth, my suggestion is to download the whole separate installer instead of going through Steam, because it's a jumble of a mess going through Steam.
And
that's all.
There is a link in the forums. If you go into the Release 50 QA forums and the Release 50 feedback forum, the Burning Toad post in there does have a link to that installer. So I do suggest that you do download that in order to install the game. Don't do it.
So it's no longer a secret anymore, right? You can talk about, discuss what happens on the
QA. Yeah. Not only that, we can read the Release 50 notes early.
Okay.
Ooh, Release 50 notes.
No longer bound to secrets.
No longer bound to secrecy. And it hasn't been bound to secrecy for a few months. That's what happens when you don't show up.
Still don't understand not being able. We were talking about that last night in a group of us. We got some of the new guys out in Discord and asking questions and, do's and don'ts. And one of the don'ts is still don't stream the QA.
Well, you don't want to stream the QA server just because that's the the extremely buggy aspect of it, and
they don't want that getting out there.
Yeah, and it's not a problem for people to play on it. The problem is
I understand that.
Yeah,
the representation of the game there.
You have to remember, it's like people don't understand that the game is still early access. So if you started streaming the QA server, people would not understand, hey, this is pre-release, and it's going to be buggier than all get out.
Irreparable damage.
I know it's been a while since you logged into the QA server and we're doing the T-pose, but I mean that did happen a couple months ago. I mean there's all kinds of visual bugs, and that's stuff where it's like, since it's being patched and worked on so frequently, it's better if people don't stream the QA server. It's fine if you go in there and you report a bug and say, hey, this is what's going on, but at the same time, don't stream it just because it's like you don't want that to be the public perception of the test server.
Perception.
Yeah.
It's all perception.
Yep.
It's all how you perceive things.
Yeah. Whereas the live server, they're aware of the status.
Don't stream that either, folks.
Just kidding. Yeah, they don't do something. Yep.
Anyway,
moving right along. Just skimming the end of the notes there. Just looking, of course, still looking for that executive assistant there.
You're looking for what?
I says they're still looking for that executive assistant out there.
Oh yeah,
down in Porto Alegre.
You get executive privilege, do you?
Well,
how much is it to pay?
Yeah, I don't know.
Back to me.
And yesterday we would have told you that your last chance to get into the Avatar's Guide of Knowledge and Virtue was yesterday, but that is now over, folks. So if you didn't get your submissions in, it is now closed, and I guess we'll get to find out the answers to that on Friday. Probably a good guess.
A reasonable guess.
It's a reasonable guess.
Yep.
So what else we got today? We want to tell the folks about the Airy Fund and the Merits app and all that good stuff.
I
want to do a commercial, pre-commercial, or just to annoy Led Zepp?
Just go ahead. I'm getting some coffee.
Well, you do still have time to make a donation to the... I forget what this is called. The Virtue Marathon 2018, which is going to be part of the Austin Marathon. And if you make a donation directly to the Austin Marathon by donating $25 or more, it's those proceeds are going to benefit the Children's Miracle Hospital Network. If you use the link that's provided inside of the forum post inside of the Make a Difference forums, you will be able to qualify for a 2018 Virtue Marathon digital cloak. So there's no need to actually attend the Austin Marathon because registration for that has expired. But don't forget that cloak.
Indeed.
That cloak is nice and pretty, and it's got the Merits logo on it, so it's kind of cool.
It is, and we'll tell you about the other stuff when we get to the other stuff here in a few minutes.
You mean in 12 minutes?
Few minutes.
Oh, okay.
12 minutes. I don't know what your clock is. Of course, UO Forever 5th anniversary. And of course, the gentlemen are going to actually be joining them for the celebration. Kind of love the fact that Richard and Starr actually go out to all these other events like they did for the UO 20th anniversary. They're going out. This is not even something they did, right?
No,
They merely,
UO Forever is a custom free shard kind of thing.
What?
Yeah, so
what?
yeah, it's a free shard.
Or original
Yes.
or a
And
official
then-
shard?
I don't know who got there.
It is not an official shard.
Who's running it? Somebody on a server somewhere?
Well, if you pay attention to Facebook, you'd be able to find out.
Yeah.
I don't have Facebook.
And I don't know how they got this one confused, but this posting was for a party that actually happened.
In December.
Yes.
I was skipping over that stuff.
I don't know how they slipped up on that one, but
Well, it's really easy. He wasn't really paying attention to dates and probably wrote something down in his calendar wrong. And when he did that, he put January 14th instead of December 14th. So it gets to make a comeback because you missed the Vnocter party or whatever it is out in
the
Rock Beer Plots. I don't know.
Wiener Knocker. Something like that.
Yeah.
I can't.
that party.
German, right?
Speaking of parties.
Yep.
Wiener Knocker.
Pac 20th anniversary party coming up this weekend.
What's coming up this weekend?
Pack Slayer's 20th anniversary.
Oh,
What?
is it in the calendar?
It should be. I spoke to Sean yesterday, and
Sean
he
knows.
asked if I would be available to do a live stream for them next Saturday. So, of course, I told him I'd be more than happy to cover that. And
Marriage anniversary? What are we talking?
You know what? Who hasn't put that on the calendar? If it's on Saturday, it's not there.
well, again, I just spoke to Sean yesterday. You know, when Winfield gets to get it on his calendar, we'll get to it and we'll read it on the calendar. We're not
Yep.
going to be a couple days from now, but I can tell you about it. And actually, should be a post someplace in the forums. I'll go
What
fishing.
you just tell us?
Why don't you just tell us? I just did.
Well, what are we talking about? Is that an anniversary?
Yes, Pack Slayer is celebrating its 20th anniversary in Ultima. Ultima.
Oh, in Ultima. Oh, we're not in Ultima, so I got confused there.
Well, Slayer has moved a lot of their folks over to here from Ultima, and
Traitor.
Yeah. BMC, the same thing.
Yeah.
BM 20 years old. The Clan of the Wolves 20 years old. We got a lot of old guilds who have moved in to this game. So
Old farts, yeah.
yeah, a lot of old farts like you and me, man. I tell you.
Yeah.
I'm still the youngest of our leaders, so
There's one right now.
Not even gonna ask, Mom.
How old are you, Mom?
Bob let Led Zepp ask. There we go.
I'm not as scared. I'm not as scared.
a lady never tells. But then again, I've never been accused of being a lady. So
That's
There
right.
you go. Found the loophole. And the answer
Too
is
funny.
She's 25.
honestly, I'm 41. So
41. Huh. Chickadee.
yeah,
Wow.
Young one. We got a young one over there, Laz.
I tell you.
Anyway.
And of course, last Algarian was up on screen is doing a type thing, and he's been putting blurbs out there through Twitter and on the forums, and he'll update with little tidbits for you. So good places to check out. Of course, you can check him out at soda.org. Of course, that's where you'll find the home of the Hospitalers. And don't forget, Hospitalers have weekly meetings every Sunday in the Shroud of the Avatar Discord at 11 a.m. New Britannia time.
Yep.
Moo.
And a new QA build has been released. Number 614 as of 30 minutes ago.
See, I told you there'd be a new build by the time we finished this shit. So,
Let's go.
29 Nebraska?
Let's go
Really?
Let's go straight.
And you feel old? I don't feel old, believe me. Is lot. You'll find there's a lot older folks than us playing, and I was
I don't know
surprised
what
to
you're
see
talking
the
about.
demographic.
Right. Yep. What's the oldest? What's the oldest, sir?
Oh, I don't know. I know we've had some people up in their 80s playing this game, dude.
80s? God,
Dude,
that's like.
Well, you can find people playing all kinds of games that are in their 80s. So, yeah.
It's usually solid.
No, but I mean, your average player in this game is probably between 40 and 70, I gotta say. So,
That's an awfully huge range.
that's the range, you know. What do you want to say? It's between 21.
I would say the range of the player base is between 3 and 173. I mean,
My grandson plays a little bit. But.
The average is somewhere below 100.
Below 100, that's right. Yeah. Now, of course, you know, Richard always picks on himself. You know that, as being the old man of video gaming.
Well,
I'm a year older.
Wasn't even born when he released one of his first games, for crying out loud.
You're younger or you're older.
Half of his staff was, you know, in this century.
Yeah, well, almost.
Yeah, well,
they're born in the last century, but I am pretty damn close to this century.
Well, how old were you, Jack, when you were playing UO?
When I was playing UO, I was late teens, early 20s.
Oh.
Yeah, I was probably 20-something. 21, 22.
I don't know.
I must have been in my 30s then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to do some funky math, which I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
I
remember playing it in an apartment off of 53rd in Airport. If you're familiar with Austin, it's not exactly a high quality type of area. And from there, it's like that was dial-up days. I mean, I was the only one in that apartment complex that spoke English. Yeah.
Good old.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, it wasn't like you were outside all the time.
Had my truck towed from there once. Yeah. Crazy.
Absolutely marvelous, darling.
Yeah.
And you were absolutely great on camera throughout the party.
Yeah.
Good. Now, of course, you don't look old when somebody meets you, but when you drag you out to events like you do, and they see her next to you, yeah, you look like an old fart. What can I tell you? Yeah.
Let me examine this person.
Well, if you start bringing your kids to most events, you start looking older than you do.
His adult daughter, of course, but of course, yeah. Do old people dance like this?
Unfortunately, I can say yes, they do, and it's something I'd prefer not to see on most days.
Yeah, exactly.
Love him. Gotta love him. He's got the look going on there. He's got that black and white. What is that, tuxedo shirt with the bone armor?
It's something.
He's got white hair, though.
He's got the dreadlock, the braids, whatever you want to call style.
He's having fun. That's all that matters.
That's right, man.
And he's finally going to be able to kill your blimp. He's been trying to kill that thing for a while.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Rid of that damn thing.
It keeps on evading him by doing flips.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, speaking of, let's see. Let's get this one up on. Oh yeah, of course. I've got the soundboard keyed, so that should be right up. have some fun.
Some people are saying that the Jack of Diamonds is not yet in the game yet.
Huh? What?
My airship is not yet in the game.
The Jack of Diamonds, you think we're going to actually get one of those?
Yes. It's the new airship that's floating around. I mean, had you read the patch notes, and people have asked me several times, it's like, was that named after you?
No, well, apparently I have some reading to do here.
Yeah, you do.
Speaking of reading, yes. There is the latest update of Balloon Pets. Cheap Telly and Recall Scrolls. 15 locations.
Why don't you just change that to Cheap Scrolls?
I thought about it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still playing with it. I'm trying to get something that's not Cheap Scrolls.
Yeah.
But moving right along. Time of the day. What are you playing?
Me?
Yeah.
Music? It's a song.
It's
a song called Pirate Song.
The song. No kidding.
I'm randomly hitting. Yeah. Why? Can you hear it?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I actually like what you're playing.
Yeah.
Compliment.
It's the pirate song.
It's not Stones.
What is that? A request for Stones that I hear? Hold on, let me hit escape.
That's for Stones. You bastard. Should have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, well, I thought about playing it a few times. It's that time again.
We got to tell you about the wonderful NBN Shroud and Avatar app available in all the app stores out there. It's available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. And it's free for all your electronic devices. Just come join us in Discord. You can read the NBN Daily Britannia. You can read the forums. You can check out the map. You can shop the marketplace. And a whole lot more, including check out the NBN Shroud of the Avatar Community Calendar, hosted right here on nbnn.info.
That's right. That community calendar is available by going to nbnn.info and clicking on the calendar button at the top. And then you too can see all of the calendars that Laz has aggregated related to Shroud of the Avatar. And if you have a community calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar, or if you want to start adding events to the Shroud community calendar, you just need to email news@nbnn.info, and that guy will eventually do something with it. And eventually, after that, some long time after that, I might even start reading those events. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time.
That's right. Mondays through Fridays. 12s and 6s around the clock. You need to tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB.
And listen to two idiots interpreting the news.
Radio Free Britannia.
So you don't have to. A little show called Lunch whenever we show up. At 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, the Paxlayer Town Manager Hours. Yeah. Paxlayer Town Manager Hour with Sean Silverfoot. And if you have questions about the 20th anniversary of Paxlayer, you can always message him and say, hey, what's going on? And maybe he'll fill it in. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, the EVL Euro Dungeon Crawl is taking place.
Euro Crawl.
Yes, that's going to start on the overworld map outside of Owl's Head. You just need to message Wintermute off Cough. And for more information.
Ouch.
Yeah, 5 o'clock on Avatar's Radio. They're going country. At 7 p.m., you can always join the Jade Dragons in-game and go do a dungeon run of Chillblade's Compendium of Pain and Suffering.
And I haven't been down there in forever. I should take the new guys down there. I took them down to the Clink last night.
Yep. And that's going to be, for more information for that, you just need to message Mal Hari. At 7 p.m. on the Ether amplifiers, you have on Radio Free Britannia. The 70s at 7. At 10 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, DJ Ember's doing Adult Swim. And the final event of the evening, of this Taco Tuesday, is going to be the Record Room on Radio Free Britannia.
Tacos. WRFB.
And that's our community calendar for this Taco Tuesday, January 16th, in
Gotta have some tequila.
Shroud of the Avatar.
The Avatar.
Yep.
Avatar.
Yep.
That's right. Craze, you having a good time out there, buddy?
He's doing the time rift.
Doing the time rift, hanging out with his fire elemental. The crazed fire eater.
See, the crazed fire eater is a cannibal. It's made out of fire and it eats fire.
And he eats fire.
I mean, it's a cannibal. Cannibal fire animal. It's going to eat itself out.
Yes.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and start wrapping this up for today. Of course, again, I want to go out and start checking out and seeing what they've got for us upcoming next week in the release and what's going on out in the QA, so we can come back and tell you all about it, or not. or not. But of course, we're going to remind you you're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on nbnn.info, twitch.tv/nbnn news or /Cynesis. You can hang out with us 5 days a week. You can donate going to our channels, help support us, or you can go out to the NBNN website, use the links there, or you can go out to Patreon, patreon.com/NBNN, and become a month order where we offer up digital as well as physical goods for giving us your support out there. And we're here almost 3 years now. We'll be celebrating that third anniversary coming up right around launch time, so it should be interesting. So stay us for more right here on NBNN. Of course, the Airy Fun t-shirt sweepstakes still going on. You still got plenty of time to get in on the sweepstakes. The Airy Fund, in conjunction with the Merits app and Shroud of the Avatar folks, are bringing you this chance to win one of 5 performance shirts that the runners of the Team Avatar will be wearing at the Austin Marathon. And all you got to do is redeem some of those Merits points for a chance to win. And of course, we're going to have Eric and Eric on the Airy Fun Live coming February, and we'll have more information on that and the drawing as we get it for you folks. But don't forget, you can help support the Children's Miracle Networks by following the links we've told you about earlier on the update post. You can go out and support the Airy Fund by going to airyfund.org and making donations out there and helping support the causes that the Airy Fund brings to you here in Shroud of the Avatar. Coil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. Don't forget Arius Coil More for your custom-made staves and wands in-game. You want something just special and you want certain things made, you give Arius the list of what you want and he'll go ahead and make it for you. And you can contact to get your custom-made wood. Scrota's music service. It's Scrota. It's music. And it's a servo to follow you around for an hour. Tell you more about that in a moment. The folks down at the Britannia Mining Company want you to come check out Black Rock Cove and see what's going on in the newly renovated, decorated town. And it's now set up and ready for you to come set up shop as well. For all your crafting needs, check out all the merchants down in Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region and close to the Elysium mines as well. Relics by Rild, for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. If you're looking for t-shirts, you're looking for hats, you're looking for hoodies, you're looking for bumper stickers, you're looking for shot glasses, you're looking for those new coins from the Master and the Mint. I don't know if they're out there yet, but they will be coming soon. Expyreal.com, you can get all your licensed goodies, from coinage to drinkware to stuff you wear at relicsbyreal.com. Of course, if you like to save a little bit of money, mention us. Use the promo code NBNN when you check out at Relics by Real. You'll save 10% on your purchase when you check out. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest in entertainment throughout the week, right here on the in-game radios. Areas to coil more with GMC Top 20, the Deco Divas, Wednesdays and Thursdays. That may be changing soon. Sarah and Andar late night Wednesday, early Thursday. The House of Omen rocking your late night and the weekends. Wake up every Saturday morning. And of course, Lunch with Laz and Jack 5 days a week on the radio. And last but not least, ShroudMarketplace.com, your virtual vendable needs, ShroudMarketplace.com, where you can get just about anything game related, bought or sold.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
You know, Shroud Marketplace is a place where over 90 different players have registered as vendors to sell their stuff. Over 90 have registered to sell their stuff on Shroud Marketplace. So it is a marketplace that allows any player to register as a vendor and start putting their items up for sale. And I mean, you have to check out some of these shops from my shop. Laz has a shop there. Armelian's Golden Moor, Artifacts and Rares by Armitage. Skaggy Media has got the shop there.
Skaggy.
And
Scarface.
That's right. All of these shops are selling all kinds of different things, from counts to game gold to Crowns of the Obsidian, cheaper than you can get off the add-on store, all the way
Deco
to
packages.
Deco packages by the Deco Divas.
Animals. Yeah, you name it. It's
Tamed
out there.
pets, anything and everything.
Teleport and recall.
That's right. Hey,
Scroll resources.
wait. Crafting? I mean, consumables? You've got teleports and recall scrolls? Hey, what are your prices on?
$4.99.
What do you get for that $4.99 from you?
100 scrolls.
100 teleport or 100 recall scrolls? Sweet.
$4.99.
And you know what? Some other guys selling teleports and recall scrolls, 100 for $4.49.
We'll match any price.
Oh, see, that's not available. That's not listed there. $4.49.
Make offer.
Yes. All the way to services. If you're looking for in-game services, you can find those as well. All kinds of people offering some leveling services, from GM mining tours all the way to power hours by different people. Chi sign writing. So if you need some help doing some of that very meticulous lining up of things, you can always do that through Wolfdom's Chi sign writing. Scrota's music service, where $5 gets you Scrota for an hour, where he gives you
anything you want.
Or if you're looking for
Scrota.
a goblin hooker, wants everybody to know that he's a miracle. Yes, he is. Including in-game weddings. Who's doing in-game weddings? Is that you?
Weddings? I don't know about weddings. Of course I know about weddings. I have a whole shop dedicated to nothing but... That's not true. Lazarus Long's Weddings and More. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched in-game, I got what you need.
What is that?
He's got everything that you need for that wedding. He's got tuxedos, wedding dresses. He's got the white ones. He's got the bloody ones.
Location. You want a seaside wedding. You want a lakeside wedding. You want an underground wedding. You want an above ground wedding. A sunrise, sunset. You name it. We got you covered.
Yep.
Custom vows. Enough to take care of everything you need. Custom lot setups. You name it, we can do it for you. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. Shroud
Yes.
Marketplace, weddings and more by Laz.
That's right. And that website is shroudmarketplace.com. And if you're looking to buy stuff, register for an account and you can start buying. If you're looking to start setting up shop and selling your rares or items, you can just click on vendor registration on the left-hand side. And I'm getting a phone call right now. Hold on.
Well, you do that, and I will tell them that they can click on the link on the left-hand side and sign up as a vendor. Like, you can find that link right over here.
Skiggy.
Yeah.
Why can't I find that link?
Where's that confounded link?
You mean that confounded link, shroudmarketplace.com? Or are you talking about the fact that we need to thank everybody for hanging out with us
We
today?
need to thank everybody for hanging out with us.
Yeah. Thank you for watching out of Twitch,
That
YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys.
Radio Free Britannia. That's right. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. And of course, you can always come join us right here in Discord or in game. We'll be back with more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, the latest in news from right here inside Shroud Avatar tomorrow. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye. I've got a voicemail now.
Voicemail.
This is all advertising, he says.